Hi guys, and welcome to another Thoughtscapes. 5 steps to becoming more independent for you guys out there who feel like you kind of want to break away from being dependent on maybe your parents or someone else. You want to be more self-reliant. I'm hoping that these 5 steps could help you gain some more independence and just general flexibility and empowerment in your life. I'm aiming this video at people who might be a bit younger. I'm in my 30s and it took me a good, 10 years, maybe even more, to gain the type of independence that I have right now. I'm not reliant on any other person for my source of income. I pay all my expenses, all my bills, all my debts myself, so I'm fully financially independent. Look at me, I'm a big girl now, said I'm gonna do something. And even for you guys who aren't younger than me, slowly but surely you will become independent to where you don't need to rely on anyone anymore. My main piece of advice really, and the biggest way that you can gain independence, is finding yourself a job, because a job equals money and money equals more freedom and choice in how you live your life and what you do with it.
I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
If you have your own job, that means you have your own source of income. You don't need to rely on anyone to provide you with anything. They don't have an influence in what you do because they are supplying you with money. And having a job teaches you life skills that will lead to full independence. Time management, work ethic, teamwork, responsibility, money management. Having a job will also add to your life experience, and the more experience you accumulate, the more lessons you have. And with lessons comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes independence, because you have gone through so many different scenarios in your life to be able to handle different kinds of situations. Go traveling, because traveling will teach you to be resourceful, and you need resourcefulness to handle unfamiliar situations, tense situations, things that you've never come across. Learning new things, learning to read new situations, learning to navigate a new city or town. And with traveling, you also need to do your own research and a bit of pre-planning in terms of booking the flights, booking hotels, researching where you're going to. All that kind of proactiveness will help you with your independence, because you need to be able to research, you need to be able to plan if you're going to be a full functioning independent adult. But no matter how much you prepare yourself when you're traveling, 70% of it is making it up or figuring it out along the way. So that's why traveling will help you build upon your resourcefulness.
5-hour flight for $200 on an airline where I think one of their planes recently disappeared.
Pay your own bills. The reason behind this is because it forces you to be cognizant of money in versus money going out. And that is a sign of you becoming more mature and more adult, because you have to think about all these money matters. And money is one of the biggest things that people find hard to manage. Even people who are twice, 3 times your age. But when it comes to paying bills, it makes you think of the fact that you need a steady source of income to pay for the bills. You need to manage your money in versus your money out, so that you have enough money to pay for your recurring bills, and that you understand that you need to save some of your income so that it isn't just money in, money out straight away, but you can save for other things that you want. And here's a pro tip for advanced adulters or people who feel like they need to be adulting, is to invest your money. Invest it in an investment portfolio, stocks and bonds, properties. Like, that is another way of generating more passive income. Another one is being responsible for something outside of yourself, whether that be someone's finances, someone else's welfare, bills, or education. Having someone else rely on you on a regular basis is another really, really quick form of gaining independence. And it might sound counterintuitive, but independence doesn't mean that you are free from responsibility. If anything, independence is being able to know how to manage responsibility. And if you have someone relying on you, that's a commitment, potentially a burden on you, but it's something that you have to follow through with on a regular basis.
I am responsible, I am reliable, I always follow through with what I say I'm gonna do.
And what I would say to that is start small. Don't over promise, under deliver. Don't assume anything that you can't commit to or that you can't handle. Otherwise, it's just going to be detrimental to everybody. But it could start off as something like running or being part of a team or a club, paying for one of the utilities for your parents, mentoring or teaching other people, looking after someone's welfare, or even helping the less fortunate, like being a regular volunteer for Meals on Wheels meals or at the local homeless shelter. Also, try to pursue something outside of work or school. Having something outside of school or work just broadens the opportunity for you to practice and gain some independence in other areas of your life. So for example, being a part of a team or a club, let's say that you're part of the hockey team and you do really well and you go to nationals and then you go to internationals, that has led to an opportunity for you to travel abroad without your parents, and through that experience alone you should be able to learn and gain some level of independency, because for the first time you might be traveling without a parent or a guardian. Or the extracurricular hobby that you have might force you to speak with people that you don't normally interact with on your day-to-day basis, and that will eventually help your interpersonal skills, which is also a great skill to develop because it does help facilitate independence. Because being an independent adult means interfacing, speaking, working with people that you won't necessarily like, or starting to invest or maybe open up a business on the side will help you get that extra income that you need to further invest in your investment portfolio or your business, so that you can finally leave that 9-to-5 job if that's your aim.
And I'm here to tell you that I'm quitting.
Right, that's my top 5 ways of gaining independence. I hope you guys found it useful. Please comment down below any other ways that have worked for you guys or are working for you guys in terms of how you've been able to gain more independence. Also, like this video if you found it useful, and please do subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Hi guys, and welcome to another Thoughtscapes. And having a job, and having a job, and having a job, and having a job, and having a job. Oh.